It seemed to Mayup as she skipped lightly from hen house to pig pen to smokehouse that the days had never been as beautiful as these. The air held a keenness that made her nose twitch. The harvesting of the corn and cotton, peanuts and squash, made each day a golden surprise that caused excited little tremors to run up her jaws. Turning her back on the rusty boards of her family's sharecropper cabin, Mayup walked along the fence until it ran into the stream made by the spring. Around the spring, where the family got drinking water, silver ferns and wild flowers grew. Along the shallow banks, pigs' roost grew. Mayup watched the tiny white bubbles disrupt the thin black scale of soil and the water that silently rose and flowed away down the stream. She had explored the woods behind the house many times, often in late autumn. Her mother took her to gather nuts among the fallen leaves. Today she made her own path, bouncing this way and that way, vaguely keeping an eye out for snakes. She found, in addition to various common but pretty ferns and leaves, an armful of strange blue flowers with velvety ridges and sweet buds, bush full of the brown fragrant moss. By 12 o'clock, her arms laden with springs of her findings, she was a mile or more from home. She had often been as far before, but the strangeness of the land made it not as pleasant as her usual haunts. It seemed gloomy in the little cove in which she found herself. The air was damp, the silence close and deep. Began to circle back to the house, back to the peacefulness of the morning. Then she stepped smack into his eyes. Her heel became lodged in the broken ridge between brow and nose, and she reached down quickly, unafraid to free herself. It was only when she saw his naked grin that she gave a surprised yelp. I didn't edit in all. From feet to neck covered a long space, his head laid beside him. When she pushed back the leaves and layers of earth and debris, Mayup saw that he'd had very large white teeth, all of them cracked or broken, long fingers, and very big bones. All his clothes had rotted away except for some threads of blue denim from his overalls, and the buckles of his overalls had turned green.